It's the end of the week, and so it's time to take out the trash. There are weeks where I'm looking for my garbage person of the week, and I want it to be someone fresh generally. And like, there's no one that really stands out as being bad enough to merit it, but not this week. I stumbled across this story thanks to, I think it was J.R. Jackson, and I instantly knew that she was the one. Let's bring up a picture. This is my garbage person of the week, 38-year-old Trent Freeman. Now, why would this individual be a garbage person? Well, she is accused of lying about being severely ill from COVID-19, forging the signature of doctors, and defrauding the Gilchrist County's sheriff office out of almost $4,000. So yes, she is in some way a cop, but not a cop garbage person for the normal reason. So what did she do? She pretended to be horribly sick. In fact, saying that she was almost in a coma in a hospital. She forged doctors' paperwork to do this, and to get the time off, she asked for her coworkers to donate their sick leave time. She took 219 of their hours of sick leave so that for 2 months, she could go off and do what she wanted to do. And it turned out actually that rather than being comatose in the hospital, she had in fact started working at a full-time private sector non-law enforcement job. So I guess she just wanted to draw double salary for a while. And so she sucked up hundreds of hours of sick leave. And where in America do people have too much sick leave? That's actually something big that they're giving to her, believing that she is suffering horribly during this terrible crisis. I can't imagine a more thorough level of dishonesty and disrespect for your coworkers than to lie about something like this. And not just to lie, but to use it to steal from them. Absolutely horrendous. As a result of it, by the way, Brett, she was fired, and she is being charged with 2 counts of uttering a forged instrument and 1 count of scheme to defraud.
You know, there's a lot of the stories that come up where you're like, oh, this again. And so in the like,
yes,
you knew where you thought it was going, where you thought that everyone's outrage was gonna be like, I hate that we live, everyone's gonna make this a really heartwarming story where, oh, everybody goes together and gives their sick leaves. And then the progressive take on it is like, wouldn't it be like, imagine there's a world where you get to live and have actual health coverage and paid sick leave no matter what. And we should have that world. This isn't a heartwarming story, it's a soul crushing story where people are making do. But then the fact that she's like, no, I just faked, is just so fantastic. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it very much. All these people who had the gall to still have souls this far into the pandemic and the 21st century are betrayed further. And we lost the good ones because she was out with COVID and it turns out she was just faking.
Can you imagine if someone at TYT lied about COVID, made us think that they were in the hospital? We'd probably be doing updates on it on the show about how they were suffering. And then they also took our leave. Well, first of all, I don't think that they would have to, because I think we're super easy when it comes to that sort of leave. But God, how utterly betrayed you would feel. And that they did it just like, I could probably come up with a circumstance in which it would be okay, something that they needed that time for. But to do it so that she could start working at some other job and still draw a salary, I don't know. Like there's this thing where you're supposed to respect people's hustle or whatever, but this is a hustle that has gone too far. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.